And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Winner's Circle here at the Meadowlands Racetrack. And Dave Brower joins me, Ken Workington. Dave, I've seen that video maybe 3 or 4 times, and every time I see it, I get chills. This race has quite a history.
It's a case of the goosebumps, Ken. I'll tell you what, this race means everything to the owners, trainers, and breeders of these horses, the 3-year-old Pacers. When they map out their schedule at the beginning of the season, this is the first date they circle. It's Meadowlands Pace night. This is the race that can make or break a career, as some of our sport's greatest competitors have been in, competed in, and captured this $1 million dance. I'll tell you what, simply put, every competitor in here, be it driver, trainer, or owner, will say that this, the Meadowlands Pace, is the most important race of the year.
And as you can see there on your screen, a great field assembled. The first $1 million race in harness and thoroughbred history. No race has gone for $1 million more times, 19. And Dave, this is a 25th edition blowout here, a blockbuster, I should say. Some great storylines, and the biggest one Sam McKee touched on, the classic matchup of last year's top 2-year-old freshman Pacers and their Hall of Fame drivers.
Boy, it is a classic matchup. It sure is, and it's been brewing for just about a year now. These two monsters have faced each other 3 times, and it's been bettor's delight in all 3. The Breeders' Crown, the Governor's Cup last year, and the North America Cup this year. Will that dominance continue? That is just one of the questions that will be answered at 10 p.m. tonight. Some of the others in this stellar super field. How about on the attack? He's been a wild horse all season. Can Stéphane Bouchard control him like he did in the Prix de Montreal and give Martin Scharf 2 in a row? Mark Ford as well. Jim Campbell, he's never had any luck in the pace, but he has a pair in tonight. Lots of clout and full of fun. Will they get lucky and work out good trips? Lou Damiano, he's got 3 in tonight for the $1 million, but he had the same situation in the North America Cup, and he didn't even get a check. Real Desire, he's a brand new horse after that big qualifier and elimination win, but will he fold his tent like he did up in Canada? We will find out.
And a lot of great story angles on the human side. Scott McEnany, the trainer of Real Desire, has suffered several tough losses this year. George Siegel, the owner, shut out in 4 decades with 4 seconds. John Campbell can add to his amazing legacy. Blair Burgess, he's finished 1, 2, 3 in 3 appearances, and he's back after 9 years. And it's also a big race as far as the sires are concerned. Some sires seeking revenge tonight. Life Sign, Jenna's Beach Boy, Western Hanover, and Jade Lobel. So that's what's happening on the racing side, but we've got lots happening on the family fun side out in Paddock Park. Let's check in with Heather Vitale.
Thanks, guys. I know there's a lot of great racing tonight, but if you get a couple minutes, you've got to come down to Paddock Park. We are having a party down here. You can probably hear the nerds in the background. They're in concert from 6 to 9. Then Jimmy and the Parrots come on from 9 to 11. We've also got a gyro space ride down here, rock climbing, lots of carnival games, great food, and even a psychic reader. It is all happening in Paddock Park at the Big M on Meadowlands Pace night. Cheering section down here. Sam, who do you like?
Yes, I'll have to. Bugler Mike Furios with the call to post for tonight's 7th race, the $1,009,500 Meadowlands Pace. Here's a look at the field, beginning with number 1, Klingon Hanover, the second fastest third-place finisher in his elimination. He's a son of the '93 Pace winner Presidential Ball, part of the 3-horse common ownership entry of the Damiano's Sampson Street stable, along with Robert Rosenheim and M.A. Oweda. It's the second pace starter for trainer Peter Blood, and Peter is the contract trainer for Bob Rosenheim. Danielle Dubé is in the sulky. Of course, he won the pace last year with Gallo Blue Chip and is making his 3rd pace start. Next up, the 1A, LCB, winning his elimination in 151-2 for Newman Racing, De Elegance, Sampson Street, and Adam Victor. LCB, the abbreviation for the Liquor Control Board, which co-owner Jonathan Newman is a member of in Pennsylvania. Monty Gelrod trains this horse. He won the '98 pace with Day in a Life. Luke Willett has never missed a check in 4 pace drives, including a win for Gelrod back in '98 with Day in a Life. 1B, Cardmaster Hanover, the fastest third-place finisher last Saturday, son of Cam's Card Shark, the '94 pace winner, co-owned by Sampson Street and John Fielding and trained by Gelrod. Now, Jack Moiseyev has been fairly successful in the pace, including a pair of wins in '91 with Precious Bunny and '93 with Presidential Ball. Number 2, Lots of Clout, finished second in his elim, photoed out by Picnic in the Park, one of 2 sons from the first crop of world champion Jenna's Beach Boy starting tonight. He's owned by Arlene and Jules Siegel, who have had many top horses, including the 95 Hambo winner Tagliabue and the world champion pacing filly Galleria. Jim Campbell, younger brother of John, with his 6th pace start here. His best finish was a 3rd with Run the Table in '87, and 29-year-old Ohio native Eric Ledford makes his Meadowlands Pace debut in his first season here at the Big M. Stablemate 2A Full of Fun was second to Real Desire in his elimination, also owned by the Seagulls and trained by Jim Campbell, and George Brennan is in the sulky. Brennan won the pace in his very first appearance in '96 with the Iron Horse Hot Lead. This is Brennan's 5th Meadowlands Pace drive. Now stepping onto the track is number 3, Who's Your Boy? He was second to Bettor's Delight in his elimination a week ago. He's a son of the 1988 3-year-old pacing filly of the year, Sweet Reflection, owned by the world's largest Ford dealer, Ed Mullinex. Trainer Mark Ford of Gallo Blue Chip fame looking for back-to-back pace triumphs, and another Ohio native, Dave Miller, making his 3rd Meadowlands Pace start in the midst of his best season to date. And the horse who may be the key to the entire race, number 4, On the Attack. What a Cinderella story. Sold at one time for only $900, then was purchased privately for $75,000. He paced the fastest half-mile ever by a 3-year-old in his elim in 52-3 and held on for second behind LCB to make the final. Martin Scharf, his owner, won the pace last year with Gallo, as did trainer Mark Ford. First pace appearance for Quebec native Stéphane Bouchard, the 2000 Rising Star Award winner in harness racing. Number 5 is the North America Cup winner, Bettor's Delight, who took his elimination in 150. He's the only 3-year-old eligible for the $1 million Grand Slam bonus. If he can win tonight, then win the Little Brown Jug and the Breeders' Crown. Last year he won the Governor's Cup and the Breeders' Crown, banked over $1.6 million. He's the second pace starter for owner John Grant. His 37-year-old trainer Scott McEnany makes his Meadowlands Pace debut, and driver Mike LaChance has won $7 million races, including his first ever pace in '88 with Matt Scooter, but Mike is trying to snap an 0-for-12 skid in the pace since then. Bettor's Delight, the 4-5 favorite. Here's the fastest elimination winner, number 6, Real Desire, who scored a week ago in 1:49-4. 2 of the top owners in the sport, George Siegel's Brittany Farms and Bill Peretti, have never won the pace, although Siegel has finished second 4 times and has raced in the pace in 4 different decades. This is Peretti's first appearance. Trainer Blair Burgess's father, Bob, co-owns, along with Blair's wife, Karen Olson Burgess. Now, Blair Burgess has never been off the board with 3 pace starters, including a win in '87 with Frugal Gourmet, and how about Mr. Meadowlands, John Campbell, with 5 pace victories. And completing the field, the only gelding of the group, number 7, Picnic in the Park, who won his elimination first over in 151 flat. Longtime standardbred owner Marvin Roenick gets his very first pace starter. Now, trainer Jerry Silverman won the Meadowlands Pace in '82 with Hilarion, and this is his 10th pace finalist. His son Richie will drive in his 7th pace, and Richie Silverman looking to make amends after Tiberwood was disqualified last year for causing interference. So that's the field for the 25th renewal of the Meadowlands Pace. Exacta, Trifecta, and Superfecta. We're down to 3 minutes till post time. The gate is rolling, and the stage is set for the 25th renewal of our signature event here at the Big M, the $1 million Meadowlands Pace. The top 3-year-olds in North America all lined up in behind the starting gate. They're at the post for the Meadowlands Pace, and here they come. They're are off, and Better's Delight gets the first call, and on the attack goes right with him toward the inside. Who's Your Boy is pushed out up close at the rail, and he'll join the fray early. Klingon Hanover drops in behind him fourth, and Real Desire has come away well. He's fifth toward the outside. Racing in sixth is Lots of Cloud, lining up to follow Real Desire. LCB is seventh. Cardmaster Hanover eighth on the inside. Ninth is Full of Fun, and Picnic in the Park trails the field. And Who's Your Boy is battling with On the Attack. These two are stride for stride. Opening quarter at 26 and 4. On the Attack and Bouchard back off on the outside. So it's Who's Your Boy is setting the pace here. And Better's Delight slides up on the inside second. On the Attack would like to drop in, but Klingon Hanover closes the hole on him. He's racing third, and LaChance is attacking right now with Better's Delight up on the outside. And Better's Delight moves around Who's Your Boy to take the lead. On the Attack is stuck there first over, and Real Desire is tipped out to follow. He's second over, but he's 6 lengths from the front. The half was in 54 and 1. Klingon Hanover is locked in on the inside fourth. Lots of Cloud is third over. He's sixth on the outside. Cardmaster Hanover skimming up at the rail, and now Real Desire comes 3 wide, but Better's Delight has a big jump on him. He's 3 lengths in front. Real Desire is coming quickly on the outside towards second. Who's Your Boy is racing in third. 3 quarters in 1:22 and 1, and they come to the top of the stretch. It's Better's Delight who's 2 lengths in front. Campbell drops back to the inside to save a bit of ground with Real Desire. Klingon Hanover closing in third. Better's Delight put to the test. Real Desire still coming, and Klingon Hanover has a shot. Real Desire and Campbell. Better's Delight digging in. Klingon Hanover. It's Real Desire. Real Desire with a gutsy performance to win it. Better's Delight second. Klingon Hanover third. 1:49 and 3. The results have now been posted official back in front of the stands. The winner of the 25th edition of the Meadowlands Pace, it's number 6, Real Desire. 3-year-old colt by Life Sign, out of Deadly Desire by Troublemaker. George Siegel of the Brittany Farms gets his first Meadowlands Pace victory after having a starter in 4 decades. Bob Burgess, the father of trainer Blair Burgess and Karen Olson Burgess, Blair's wife, co-own, along with Bill Peretti of the Peretti Farms, and for Bill Peretti, this is his first Pace win as well. Blair Burgess picking up his second Meadowlands Pace victory, and of course, Mr. Meadowlands, Hall of Famer John Campbell, an unprecedented 6th victory in the Meadowlands Pace. Real Desire was sold as a yearling for only $16,000, and what a Cinderella story he's become in his career, setting a world record for 2-year-old pacing colts on a mile track last year at Lexington of 1:50 and 4. And Real Desire has proven himself tonight after a bit of a slow start to his 2001 campaign. He wins the Meadowlands Pace in 1:49 and 3, overcoming a tough trip to do so. That equals the Ponderosa's 1:49 and 3 stakes record. Ironically, John Campbell was in the sulky behind the Ponderosa back in 1999 for that victory as well. A jubilant winner circle celebration here. Real Desire, trainer Blair Burgess, and driver John Campbell, the official winners of the Meadowlands Pace. Real Desire will receive a special trophy crafted by world-renowned silversmith Ubaldo Vitale of Maplewood, New Jersey. Mr. Vitale created the Meadowlands Pace Trophy for this year's 25th edition. And as General Manager Chris McElwain said, we wanted to create the image of speed and excitement because it's a big night race in the big city. We wanted it to be flashy and glossy, and it's the most unique trophy for harness racing that the sport has ever seen. Well, the race was certainly speedy and exciting, flashy and glossy as Real Desire overcomes a tough trip to take the pace in 1:49 3.
Everybody will start with John. We need to, as they get ready.
Before we go down to the winner's circle, here's the prices. Real Desire, 6 even, 260, 240. Number 5, Better's Delight, 240, 220. The 1, Klingon Hanover, 260. 6-5 Exacta, 1180. 6-5 One Try, 2820. Superfecta, 6-5 17, 125.30. Pick 3, 1076, 133.40.
Okay, we're in the winner's circle here, the Medallands Pace. John Campbell is won his 6th pace. John, tell us about the early part of the race here, Real Desire. You started from post 8.
Well, they left hard on the inside, and I saw there was going to be a spot at the rail, so I just stepped around 3 or 4 of them in the first turn and fell in. And was able to stay there till down the backstretch, and when On the Attack didn't clear, I followed him till going around the last turn. I had to go 3 wide a lot earlier than I would have liked, but when I did, he was really pacing around that last turn, and then I was able to get back on Mike's back and follow him for a few steps, and I think that made a difference to him because his confidence really was strong when I was on Mike's back.
You drove him last week in that 49 and 4. He was very, very good there. Did you think after going 3 wide there, you still had a chance to catch him?
Yeah, he felt real strong. Even when I put him back in behind Mike, he still felt strong in the lines. I knew he was going to give me a run through the stretch. I didn't know if it would be enough to get to Better's Delight, but I knew he was going to go right to the wire.
Okay, John Campbell, thanks very much. Blair Burgess, 14 years ago you won the Meadowlands Pace. You're back. Tell us about what you were thinking early part of the race here. You saw On the Attack was caught outside. What was going through your mind there?
John got great position early. That was obvious. And I thought we were real lucky there to get position like that from the 8-hole. And then On the Attack, though, that was causing problems. I thought he'd cross over. When he didn't cross over, I knew he was going to be road trouble. But John still got the job done.
If someone had saw the North America Cup and then saw tonight's race, that's almost 2 different horses, or am I wrong on that one?
It seems like it, but I think it was just bad luck that night. Maybe he wasn't quite ready for the hard trip, but he's always been a good horse.
Tell us what happens to him now. Where's he go?
May go out to Balmoral for the American National, but we'll wait and see how he comes out of the race.
How does he compare to your other 3 pace starters, Driven by Design, Amity Chef, Frugal Gourmet?
Oh, he's the best right now, that's for sure.
Okay, 49-3. What were you doing there with about 50 yards to the wire? Do you think you had it?
No. Better's Delight's a hard horse to go by. I mean, I was not sure till about 2 steps in the wire.
Where were you watching the race? Because I know Bob Burgess is around here somewhere.
Oh, he's hiding somewhere. I don't know where. He came down to the winner's circle, but I just watched it right up by the finish line.
Okay, join the celebration there, Blair Burgess. We'll grab a couple owners right after this. Congratulations, his 2nd Meadowlands Pace victory for Blair Burgess.
Thank you.
Thanks, Holly. Trophy presentation about to take place down in the winner's circle with the specially designed 2001 25th edition Meadowlands Pace trophy as John Campbell and Blair Burgess accept the trophy from Joe DeFrank and his wife Beryl. Joe DeFrank, the director of racing here at the Meadowlands, is retiring at the end of the season, and it was Joe DeFrank's idea to come up with the Meadowlands Pace. He's the man behind it and also the man who has helped make the Meadowlands the premier harness racing facility in North America. Joe DeFrank, congratulations, and thank you very much, and congratulations to all of the winning connections. Here's the order of finish for the 7th race, the Meadowlands Pace, top down, 3, 4, 8, 9, 6, 7, 10, 2, 1, 5. That's 3, 4, 8, 9, 6, 7, 10, 2, 1, 5. Stakes record equaling mile of 149 and 3. In the 8th race, exacta trifecta pick 3, no changes in the 8th. 9th race, number 4, Rock the Beach, and number 7, our London Pride Inn, are both scratch sick. 8th race post time in approximately 11 minutes at 10:24.
I'm here with a couple of the owners here at the Meadowlands Pace. Well, first time ever, George Siegel and Brittany Farm, Bob Burgess. You've been here before at Frugal Gourmet. First, George, you've been here 12 times now, and your first victory after 4 seconds. What are you thinking right now?
12 times? That many times? I didn't realize that, but very happy. Great horse. Happy for the Burgesses. Happy for Fair Island Farm that bred the horse. Happy for Life Sign. Great thrill.
And, of course, you've been here before. A couple of those seconds were a little tight there on the wire. Do you ever think you'd wind up in the winner's circle after all?
Absolutely.
Well, you did tonight. Bob Burgess, you've been here before. The excellent stable, 1987 Frugal Gourmet. How'd you wind up getting Real Desire?
Blair picked this colt out. We usually pick them out together. Blair saw this one, said he was going to buy him, and bought the colt.
Okay, and when did we realize that, wait a second, this might be a real racehorse?
About a month after we broke him.
Okay, last year, 50-4, the world record comes back this year. Couple of problems early. What were you thinking when he was 0 for his first 4? Did you give up hope?
I didn't mind the first 3. The 4th one was painful.
That was the North America Cup.
Right.
Okay. Now he came down here and he seemed like a rejuvenated colt. Did anything happen, or what did you just need time?
No, I don't think so. I think it's strictly circumstance. I really don't think the horse is a different horse.
Okay, thanks very much, Bob Burgess, George Siegel, the connections here. Real Desire has won the 25th anniversary pace and equaled the Ponderosa's stakes record of 49-3 in the process.